Ladies and gentlemen, we all face problems in life, whether big or small. Challenges are a part of our journey. But today, I want to share with you the secret to solving problems. Not just enduring them, but truly overcoming them. 1, shift your perspective. The first secret is to change how you see your problems. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks, see them as opportunities. Problems can push us out of our comfort zones and lead us to growth. When David faced Goliath, he didn't just see a giant. He saw an opportunity for God to show His greatness. 2, stay positive and faith-focused. When life gets tough, it's easy to get discouraged. But maintaining a positive mindset is crucial. Keep your faith strong and your thoughts aligned with hope. Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." When your mind is focused on victory, your actions will follow. 3, tap into your inner strength. You are stronger than you think. When problems arise, remember that you are not facing them alone. God has equipped you with the resilience and strength needed to overcome any challenge. Draw on your faith and let it guide you through. 4, trust the process. Every problem serves a purpose. It might not make sense right now, but trust that God is using every challenge to shape you. Sometimes the detours in life lead us to greater destinations. What feels like a setback might be a setup for something amazing. 5, take practical steps. Faith without action is incomplete. Yes, pray, believe, and have faith, but also take practical steps toward solving your problems. If you're struggling financially, create a budget. If you're having relationship issues, communicate openly. When you combine faith with practical action, miracles can happen. 6, celebrate progress, not just outcomes. Finally, learn to celebrate progress. Solving a problem isn't always about reaching the end goal immediately. It's about taking one step at a time and recognizing every small victory along the way. Gratitude keeps you moving forward with joy. In conclusion, the secret to solving problems lies in how you perceive them, how you respond to them, and how you move through them with faith and action. Embrace your challenges, knowing that God is using them to strengthen you, guide you, and bring you closer to the life He has planned for you. Thank you, and may God bless you on your journey. When it comes to solving problems, one of the most powerful tools we have is our perspective. The way we view a situation can completely transform how we respond to it and ultimately how we overcome it. Problems are a part of life, but how we interpret them can mean the difference between feeling defeated and finding a path forward. Instead of seeing problems as obstacles meant to hold us back, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth, learning, and even blessings in disguise. When faced with a challenge, our natural reaction might be frustration, fear, or discouragement. These feelings are valid, but staying in that mindset can prevent us from seeing the bigger picture. Shifting our perspective allows us to rise above those initial emotions and look at the situation from a higher vantage point. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can this make me stronger?" This subtle shift in thinking can change everything. And there are countless stories in history and Scripture that demonstrate the power of perspective. Take, for example, the story of Joseph in the Bible. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. Many would have seen his situation as hopeless, but Joseph maintained a perspective of faith and purpose. He believed that God could use even the most difficult circumstances for good. Because of his positive outlook and unwavering trust, Joseph eventually rose to a position of great influence, saving many lives during a famine. His story is a testament to how our perspective can shape our destiny. In our own lives, challenges often come disguised as inconveniences or setbacks. Losing a job might initially feel like a failure, but it could also be the push needed to explore a new and more fulfilling career. A broken relationship can lead to self-discovery and healing, preparing us for healthier connections in the future. Even daily annoyances like traffic jams or delayed plans can teach us patience and grace if we allow them to. When we choose to see the potential for growth in our struggles, we empower ourselves to move forward with hope and confidence. This shift in perspective does not mean ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. Instead, it means approaching them with a mindset that seeks solutions and maintains hope. It is about training our minds to focus not just on what is wrong, but on what could be right. The Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This verse reminds us that even when life feels uncertain or difficult, there is a greater purpose at play. The secret lies in being intentional about how we view our circumstances. It involves daily practices like gratitude, positive affirmations, and prayer, which help us align our thoughts with a higher perspective. Over time, this habit of seeing challenges as opportunities becomes more natural, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and peace. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at truly do change. Maintaining a positive and faithful mindset is one of the most effective strategies for solving problems. Life is full of challenges, and while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. Choosing to stay positive, even in difficult situations, can change not only our outlook, but also the outcome of the challenges we face. When we anchor our thoughts in faith and hope, we open ourselves up to possibilities and solutions that negativity and doubt often block. Staying positive does not mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what is good and maintaining an attitude of hope and gratitude. When faced with a problem, a negative mindset can make the issue seem larger and more daunting than it is. It often leads to stress, anxiety, and a sense of helplessness. In contrast, a positive mindset empowers us to believe that no matter how difficult things may appear, there is always a way forward. It allows us to see potential solutions and to approach our challenges with confidence and creativity. Faith plays a crucial role in maintaining this positive outlook. When we believe that there is a higher purpose behind our struggles, it gives us strength to persevere. Faith is not just about believing that everything will work out perfectly, but it is about trusting that, regardless of the outcome, there is a plan at work that is bigger than what we can see. It is this faith that allows us to remain hopeful even when the situation does not make sense. It helps us to hold on when we feel like giving up and to find light even in the darkest of times. A positive and faithfulish mindset also influences how we speak and think. Our words have power, and what we say can either build us up or tear us down. Speaking words of hope and faith, even when circumstances are difficult, reinforces a positive outlook. Instead of saying, "I'll never get through this," we can say, "This is hard, but I know I can handle it." Instead of focusing on what is wrong, we can shift our focus to what is possible. This shift in language not only changes our mindset, but also affects how we approach finding solutions. One practical way to maintain a positive and faith-filled perspective is through gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on what is good in our lives can help us stay grateful. When we are grateful, our minds are less likely to dwell on negativity. Prayer and meditation are also powerful tools for keeping our thoughts aligned with faith and hope. They allow us to pause, find peace, and gain clarity about the situation we are facing. Positivity and faith work hand in hand. When we keep our faith strong, our positivity naturally increases. And when we stay positive, our faith is strengthened. Together, they create a resilient mindset that equips us to handle problems with grace and wisdom. This combination of faith and positivity is a powerful force that can transform our challenges into opportunities and lead us toward solutions with a hopeful heart. Tapping into your inner strength is a powerful approach to solving problems. Life's challenges can sometimes feel overwhelming, and it is easy to feel powerless or unsure of what to do next. However, within each of us lies a reservoir of strength, resilience, and capability that we often underestimate. This inner strength is not just about physical or mental endurance, but also about the spiritual and emotional fortitude that helps us rise above difficulties. When problems arise, our initial reaction might be to look for external solutions or rely on others for support. And while seeking help is important, it is equally crucial to recognize the strength we already possess. Each of us has faced challenges before and emerged stronger. Reflecting on past experiences where we overcame obstacles can remind us of our resilience. It reinforces the truth that if we have succeeded before, we can do it again. Our inner strength is built through life's experiences, including both triumphs and trials. A significant part of accessing this strength involves believing in ourselves. Self-doubt can be a major barrier when facing problems. It whispers thoughts like, "I'm not strong enough," or "I can't handle this." However, when we shift our mindset and affirm our strength, we empower ourselves to take action. Affirmations such as, I am capable, I am strong, and I can find a way through this are not just positive thinking, they are powerful reminders of the truth. When we speak life and encouragement into our own minds, we activate the strength needed to overcome challenges. Faith also plays a key role in accessing inner strength. When we recognize that we are not alone in our struggles, it gives us the courage to move forward. Faith teaches us that we are divinely equipped to handle whatever comes our way. Many scriptures and spiritual teachings highlight the strength that comes from a higher power. For example, Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse is not just about physical strength, but about the spiritual and emotional power that comes from believing that we are supported by something greater than ourselves. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can also help tap into inner strength. When we take the time to pause, reflect, and connect with ourselves, we become more in tune with our needs and emotions. This awareness allows us to approach problems with clarity and calmness. Instead of reacting out of fear or frustration, we can respond with intention and wisdom. Practices such as prayer, meditation, or simply taking a few deep breaths can help center us and bring out our strength. Taking small, deliberate actions is another way to activate our inner strength. Sometimes the sheer size of a problem can make us feel powerless. However, breaking it down into smaller steps and taking action, no matter how small, can create momentum. Each step forward builds confidence and reinforces the strength within us. Ultimately, inner strength is not about never feeling weak or afraid. It is about acknowledging those feelings and choosing to move forward despite them. It is about finding courage in the midst of uncertainty and drawing on faith and past experiences to guide us. When we tap into this inner strength, we not only find solutions to our problems, but also grow in confidence, resilience, and faith. Trusting the process is a crucial mindset when it comes to solving problems. Life rarely follows a straight, predictable path, and challenges often arise when we least expect them. While it is natural to want quick solutions and clear answers, real growth and resolution often come through a process that unfolds over time. Trusting this process means believing that every step, even the difficult one, serves a purpose and contributes to a greater outcome. When problems occur, it is easy to become impatient or frustrated. We might feel stuck or worry that nothing is changing. However, just because progress is not visible does not mean it is not happening. Much like seeds planted in the soil, growth often happens beneath the surface before it becomes evident. Trusting the process involves having patience and maintaining faith that the efforts we are putting in will eventually bear fruit. It is about understanding that some solutions take time to develop and that each step forward is part of the journey to success. One of the reasons trusting the process is so important is because not every part of the journey will make sense. Sometimes life takes us on detours that feel like setbacks, but these detours often lead to unexpected opportunities and insights. There are countless stories of people who, after losing a job or facing a significant challenge, discovered new passions, built new skills, or ended up in a better place than they ever imagined. What initially appeared to be a problem turned out to be a pivotal point in their story. Trusting the process means believing that even detours and delays have value. Faith plays a significant role in this mindset. When we trust that there is a greater plan at work, it becomes easier to remain calm and hopeful during difficult times. Faith allows us to see beyond the present moment and to believe that everything is working together for our good. The Bible, for example, speaks to this in Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This verse serves as a reminder that no experience is wasted and that even challenges contribute to our growth and purpose. A practical way to cultivate trust in the process is through reflection and gratitude. When we look back on past challenges, we often see how they contributed to where we are today. Reflecting on these experiences can strengthen our trust that the current process will also lead to positive outcomes. Gratitude helps us focus on what is going well and keeps us grounded, even when the future feels uncertain. Taking small, consistent steps is another part of trusting the process. Solving problems often requires persistence and resilience. Instead of focusing on how far we still have to go, we can celebrate each step forward. Trusting the process is not about passively waiting, but about actively participating in the journey with a sense of peace and expectation. It is about showing up every day, doing our best, and letting go of the need to control every detail. In the end, trusting the process means surrendering our need to know every answer and embracing the journey with faith. It is about believing that every experience, whether pleasant or challenging, is a part of a larger story that is still being written. When we approach our problems with this mindset, we find not only solutions, but also strength, wisdom, and a deeper sense of purpose. Taking practical steps is an essential part of solving problems. While maintaining a positive mindset and having faith are powerful tools, effective problem solving also requires action. It is not enough to hope for change. We must take deliberate steps toward creating it. When we combine prayer and belief with practical actions, we align our intentions with tangible efforts, setting the stage for real solutions and progress. One of the first practical steps in addressing any problem is to clearly define it. Vague or generalized issues can feel overwhelming, but when we break them down into specific components, they become more manageable. For example, if someone is struggling with financial stress, identifying the exact source, such as overspending, debt, or lack of income, can help target the right solution. Clarity is the foundation for action because it allows us to focus our efforts where they will have the most impact. Once the problem is clearly defined, the next step is to create a plan. This involves setting realistic and measurable goals and outlining the steps needed to achieve them. A well-thought-out plan not only provides direction, but also reduces anxiety by giving us a sense of control over the situation. It helps transform a daunting problem into a series of smaller, achievable tasks. Planning might include setting a budget for financial issues, scheduling difficult conversations for relationship challenges, or creating a study schedule for academic struggles. Whatever the problem, a clear plan brings structure and purpose to our actions. Actionable steps should also be prioritized. When problems are complex, it is easy to get lost in the details and not know where to start. Prioritizing tasks ensures that the most critical steps are taken first, building momentum and preventing stagnation. It is important to identify which actions will make the biggest difference and tackle those first. For example, if someone is dealing with health issues, focusing first on scheduling a doctor's appointment might be the most impactful initial step. Once that is done, other supportive actions like improving diet or exercising can follow. Consistency is another crucial element of taking practical steps. Small, consistent actions often lead to significant change over time. While grand gestures or drastic changes might feel motivating in the short term, steady and persistent effort usually brings lasting results. For instance, someone who wants to improve their mental health might benefit from a consistent routine of journaling, exercising, or practicing mindfulness. Over time, these small actions can lead to substantial improvements. Practical problem solving also involves flexibility and adaptability. Not every action will produce immediate or expected results. When setbacks occur, it is important to reassess the situation and adjust the plan as needed. This is not a sign of failure, but rather a part of the process. Being willing to try new approaches, seek advice, and learn from experiences can open doors to new solutions. Faith can serve as a guiding force through these practical steps. When we act with faith, we are not just taking random actions, but moving forward with purpose and trust. Faith reminds us that while we are responsible for taking action, the ultimate outcome is not entirely in our hands. This balance of action and surrender creates a powerful dynamic where we do our part while leaving room for God to do His. Taking practical steps towards solving problems also builds confidence. Each action, no matter how small, is a step forward. Progress fuels motivation and keeps us moving even when the path is difficult. Celebrating these small wins along the way reinforces our belief that we are capable of overcoming challenges. In conclusion, practical steps are where faith meets action. They are the bridge between hope and fulfillment. When we align our thoughts, prayers, and actions, we create an environment where solutions can flourish. By taking consistent, intentional steps, we not only solve our problems, but also strengthen our resilience, deepen our faith, and grow in wisdom and strength. Seeking guidance and support is a vital aspect of solving problems effectively. Life's challenges can sometimes feel overwhelming, and trying to navigate them alone can lead to unnecessary stress, confusion, and isolation. Whether we are dealing with personal, professional, or spiritual issues, reaching out for help can provide fresh perspectives, valuable insights, and the encouragement needed to move forward. There is strength in acknowledging when we need support, and wisdom in knowing where to find it. One of the most powerful sources of guidance is through prayer and spiritual connection. When we pray, we invite divine wisdom into our situation. Prayer is not just about asking for solutions, but also about seeking clarity, peace, and direction. It opens our hearts to listen for answers that might not be immediately evident. Many people find that after spending time in prayer or meditation, they gain a sense of calm and a clearer understanding of the steps they need to take. Scripture often reinforces this idea, as seen in Proverbs 3:05, verse 6, which encourages us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. This reminds us that divine guidance can illuminate our path, especially when we feel lost. Beyond spiritual guidance, seeking help from trusted individuals is also important. Friends, family, mentors, and professionals can provide support, advice, and sometimes simply a listening ear. Talking through a problem with someone else can help us see it from a new perspective. Others might have faced similar challenges and can share what worked for them. This does not mean we must take every piece of advice given, but it broadens our understanding of possible solutions. The act of expressing our concerns aloud can also bring clarity to our own thoughts and emotions. Professional guidance is especially valuable when dealing with complex or specialized problems. Therapists, counselors, coaches, or advisors can offer expertise and structured support. For example, if someone is struggling with mental health issues, a therapist can provide coping strategies and therapeutic interventions. If financial difficulties are the issue, a financial advisor can help create a plan. Professionals bring experience and objectivity, helping to break down problems into manageable steps. Another important aspect of seeking guidance and support is being part of a community. Whether through a church group, support group, or a community organization, connecting with others who share similar experiences can be incredibly comforting. These groups provide not only practical advice, but also a sense of belonging. Knowing we are not alone in our struggles can reduce feelings of isolation and build resilience. Communities often provide resources, encouragement, and accountability, all of which contribute to effective problem solving. It is also important to be open and honest when seeking guidance. Sharing our challenges requires vulnerability, but it also opens the door to receiving the help we need. When we are transparent about our struggles, we create opportunities for others to support us meaningfully. This honesty should extend to our prayers as well. Expressing our true feelings, fears, and hopes allows for deeper spiritual connection and more profound guidance. Seeking guidance is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength and wisdom. It shows a willingness to learn and grow, and an understanding that we do not have to face every problem on our own. It aligns us with God's support, the wisdom of others, and the collective strength of community. This combined guidance often leads to solutions that we might not have discovered on our own. When we seek help with an open heart and a humble spirit, we often find that the answers and support we need come to us in ways we could not have anticipated. In conclusion, guidance and support are gifts that can lead us through the darkest times. By reaching out to God, trusted individuals, and supportive communities, we equip ourselves with the tools and strength needed to overcome challenges. When we walk with guidance, we do not walk alone, and this companionship can make all the difference in finding peace, solutions, and a renewed sense of hope. In conclusion, the secret to solving problems lies not in avoiding challenges, but in how we approach them. By keeping our focus on God, maintaining a positive and faith-filled mindset, tapping into our inner strength, trusting the process, taking practical steps, and seeking guidance and support, we equip ourselves with powerful tools to overcome any obstacle. Problems are not meant to defeat us. They are opportunities for growth, deeper faith, and renewed purpose. When we combine faith with action, hope with perseverance, and wisdom with humility, we transform our struggles into stepping stones. Let us face our challenges with confidence, knowing that with God by our side and the right mindset and actions, there is no problem too big to overcome.